My name's Roger Mackenzie. I'm Regional Secretary of Unison in the West Midlands. Like many of you, we're spending a lot of time thinking about the potential effects of the sort of cuts that all the main political parties seem to be vying with each other to make in the public services at the moment. What we do know is that it's going to be a really difficult time in the future, and it's going to be as difficult for everybody in loads of different services. But one of the ones that we're spending a lot of time concentrating on at the moment is workers in the schools. Quite often when people think of schools, they think of teachers alone and don't really think about all the support staff that work in schools, all the people who work in school offices, the caretakers, the teaching support assistants, cleaners. All of these workers make a valuable contribution to making sure that our children are fed, are safe and are healthy within schools. All make a valuable contribution to the education system, a valuable part of the education community in this country. What we do know, however, is these are also some of the most vulnerable workers in society at the moment, low paid, often not really appreciated for the work that they do. What we're spending time this week doing is visiting as many schools as we possibly can within the West Midlands to get the message home that Unison is on their side. We're also calling for a new deal for school support staff because we think that it's important that government and employers make a fresh commitment to these hard-working members of the education community. It's no longer acceptable for school governing bodies, for head teachers and for local authorities to continue to believe that these valuable workers in the education system can be treated with the disdain that they sometimes are, but also just plain underappreciated. So what we're doing is making sure that we do what we can to make sure that that voice is heard. So part of what we're doing this week, as part of our contribution to the Million Voices campaign, is to make sure that the voice of school support staff can be heard loudly and clearly by employers, by school head teachers and by school governing bodies. We think that that's vitally important. It's not acceptable to continue to pay people low pay. It's not acceptable to continue to threaten their pensions, and it's not acceptable at all to continue to threaten their jobs as an easy cut to make. It's time that the voice of school support staff was heard loudly and clearly.